Hello everyone, welcome back to the lab or Lapis at Brotza. If it is your first time here, lab is the place where you can learn things about calligraphy, watercolor, and journaling. So if you're interested in starting and improving your art, please subscribe and join the lab squad. Let's go to the brush calligraphy tutorial today. This video is the third video in the brush calligraphy tutorial series. We already finished discussing the basic strokes in the last video, and if you practice that, writing letters will be so much easier for you. So if this is your first time watching the brush calligraphy tutorial series, please watch the first two videos first. Click the link on the top to watch the basic strokes video. Okay, so today we're going to write vowels. Just a few reminders before we start. You can download the worksheet in my blog for free. Yes, the link is in the description box below. You can just print it and use it for your calligraphy practice. Let's begin. Lowercase a has two basic strokes, an oval, which is a circle, and an underturn, which is a thick downstroke going to a thin upstroke. So both of these basic strokes are included in the last video, which is the basic strokes video, and I also provided a worksheet for that, so you can use that to practice all of the basic strokes that make up the letters. So if you want to check that out, the link will also be in the description box below. Please remember that there are four basic lines in calligraphy. The first one is the ascender line, the second one is a waistline, and then the base line, and finally the descender line. The two basic strokes are a thick downstroke, meaning more pressure, and a thin upstroke, which has little to no pressure. Also, hold your pen at a 45-degree angle and not straight. Lastly, don't hold your pens too tight. Just move your hands freely and shake it before you start practicing calligraphy. First thing, draw an oval starting from the middle of the waistline and the baseline. So I included a line in the middle of the waistline and the baseline. So you have to start there. You have to start using a thin upstroke, curve to the left on the waistline, and transition to a thick downstroke and back to the thin upstroke. Then the underturn starts with a thick downstroke from the waistline and then curve to a thin stroke to the middle of the waist and baseline. Lowercase e uses a small version of the ascender stem loop, but instead of extending the loop to the ascending line, you just have to keep the entire ascender stem loop within the waistline and the baseline. So this worksheet also has numbering, so you know which stroke goes first and where exactly to start. So you have to start the loop in the middle of the waistline and the baseline, draw an upstroke, a thin upstroke curving to a thick downstroke, and the endpoint of this stroke will be right on the baseline. And then you have to add an extra entrance or exit stroke, which is a thin diagonal upstroke. Just a reminder, make sure that your loop is closed. I is the easiest of all the vowels or all the letters in my opinion, because it is just made up of a simple underturn and a dot or comma. For the underturn, you just have to make a thick downstroke and then curve to a thin upstroke. And then for the dot or the comma, you just have to press your pen down and release the pressure as you curve your pen to the right. And now we're moving on to a difficult one because ovals are always very challenging. So O's are made of an oval and a calligraphy dot or comma. From right to left, start with a thin upstroke from the middle of the waistline and the baseline, and then curve to a thin downstroke, and then curve back to a thin stroke before your thick downstroke reaches the baseline. If your loop is not perfect, don't fret, my dear squad. You can hide that small mistake with the dot. Draw the dot a little below the waistline and end at the middle of the waistline and the baseline. Please show me your imperfectly perfect O's in Instagram. I would love to see them. Last is another easy one. So U's are made up of two underturns. So thick downstroke curve to thin upstroke, lift your pen up and make another underturn. So thick downstroke curve to thin upstroke. And there you have it. You now have a U. So that's very easy. Keep practicing the basic strokes and the vowels whenever you can. Once again, tag Lapis at Brotza in the pics and videos you upload so we can share your progress with everyone. Let's keep inspiring each other. The links to all my social media accounts are in the description box below. Next time, we will practice writing consonant letters. So if you want to continue learning brush calligraphy, please subscribe to this channel. Please click the notification bell as well so you will be notified every time I upload a new video. I am planning to upload a journaling video next time, so I recommend you to click the notification bell after subscribing because I'm going to make a journal about my trips to Kobe and Tokyo. So if you have any video suggestions or questions, just comment down below. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again next week. So let's continue living an artful life. See you!